Hello, welcome back to Duncan Reviews Discs on the Duncan Reviews Movies YouTube channel. I'm Duncan, and today I'm going to be talking about the recent 4K release of Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. I love this movie. I think this release looks really good. I actually lucked out the other day, and I managed to get it when it was $10 on Amazon instead of the listed $25. And it even came with a slipcover, which is not something Amazon normally does, so that was nice. Yeah, I jumped on that right away as soon as I saw it was 10 and not 25. I'm very excited. I got a chance to watch this the other day on my 4K TV, and it looks pretty great. But so yeah, the only problem I have with this release, real quick, that I just want to get out of the way, is just how bizarre the cover looks. Like, what is that zigzag? Why does it just say U.S. Marine Corps Da Nang up on top? Like, I know that's they're in the Marine Corps and that's where they're stationed, but why is that on the cover and why is it there? And what's that little just helicopter clip art over there? I don't know. But I'm glad to own this movie in 4K, so I'm not complaining. So yeah. Let's see. As you can see, it does not come with too many special features, which is why I'd recommend waiting until it drops in price a little bit, from the 25 maybe down to like 15 or maybe even 10 at some point, to get this. Or if there's another little sale like that, I'm sure you could get it at 10, and it's definitely worth it. But so yeah, like I said, this release looks great. One of the best parts of 4K for me has been the vibrance of the colors. And Stanley Kubrick movies always make great use of color, especially this one. It starts off very green, and by the end it's very red. And at the beginning it's green with hints of red, and by the end it's red with hints of green, so I think that's interesting. And you really notice that in 4K. The only problem I had with the 4K actual disc is that there was one shot that just looked out of focus for whatever reason. I don't know why one shot in the transfer would look out of focus. Maybe that was just the movie. I don't know. But it didn't really, bother me too much. It's just something I noticed. Let's actually get into it. And I guess I'm not going to show the code, but it's already been redeemed, so it's not like it matters anyway. So it came with the digital code. Let's see. And then it came with the 4K disc and the Blu-ray disc. Yeah, I'm very happy to own this movie in good quality, because the only, way I owned it before now was a full screen, and full screen is in the sides were cut off on the disc when you watch it. DVD that came in a Stanley Kubrick 4-pack. So, yeah, that's not exactly how you want to watch a Stanley Kubrick movie. So I'm glad I can own it in the best possible quality now. Like I said, this is really good. If you can get it for good value, definitely jump on it. If you're a fan of his, or if you're a fan of war movies, definitely check this one out. And I guess for those who haven't seen it, basically the plot is, it's about Vietnam. The first half is about basic training. You've probably seen all the memes, let me see your war face and all that. And then once Private Joker, the main character, gets out of basic training, it's about his experience in Vietnam as a war photographer. And eventually, later in the movie, he's just end up having to fight because they get into a bad situation. And it's about how all that changes him. And it's very interesting. It's very good. This release is very good. Check it out. But so, yeah, that's all you really need to know. There's not much to it, other than, like I said, the special features. That commentary seems interesting. It's a whole bunch of people. Oh yeah, and the one thing I noticed on this rewatch, I don't know what it is, but the biggest problem I had with the movie was a couple of the performances. Matthew Modine as Joker and Vincent D'Onofrio as Pyle just kind of felt off to me with both of them. Pyle felt too hammy, like a little bit too silly, and Matthew Modine felt a little bit too flat, like all of his narration sounded like this. But other than that, I think it's a pretty perfect movie. And that doesn't ruin it too much, I mean, because part of what you're watching in a Stanley Kubrick movie is how everything looks. And it especially looks great in this release. So yeah, like I said a couple times now, check it out if you can get it for a good price. Between this and the 2001 release, I have yet to see the Shining release, or even own the Shining release. I'd say Paramount's been doing a... Was it Paramount? Sorry. Warner Bros. Has been doing a pretty great job with these Stanley Kubrick 4K releases. I'm excited because they own a lot of his catalog, actually. And they seem to be enthusiastic about putting them out. So maybe eventually, if Criterion doesn't get around to doing 4K anytime soon, we'll get a Barry Lyndon 4K, or I don't know. They look up what Warner Brothers produced or distributes out of Stanley Kubrick's catalog, because it's a decent amount, and I'm looking forward to getting those on 4K at some point. But so yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.